Welcome to Mystic Moon Pisces. I see this reading being for anybody with significant Pisces energy. I leave that up to you to define what that would be. Do you have a Pisces sun? Do you have a Pisces moon? Do you have a Pisces rising? Do you have lots of planets in your chart in Pisces? Well, then this reading may be for you also. Do you have a Pisces Venus? Do you have Pisces Venus? This reading is definitely for you. Well, take it as it resonates. These are collective readings. Collective for Piscean energy. Pisces. Pisces. Let's go and see what is... I think someone is getting a cookie. I'm going to ask for a cookie 1 second. My ears were correct. Somebody indeed was going and getting cookies. I'm getting cookies as well. I actually like these cookies a lot. No, it isn't product placement. I just like it a lot. Plus, these cookies, I think, for store-bought cookies are pretty good. And they're vegan. Anyway, so Pisces, I'm actually going to eat 1/2 of a cookie, and then I'm going to come back. So it'll be extra sweet. I'll continue what I was saying. What can I say? The lure of cookies is too strong. This is actually my favorite cookie to have with tea. Not really a cookie by itself, but it's good this way too. I'll be back in a second. So I ate my cookie, my little half cookie. I'm all sweet. Pisces. Yeah, so anybody with significant Pisces energy, you may or not be a fan of cookies as well. But regardless, all is welcomed. And I had just a little bit of cookie, and oh, it was so good. Pisces. This reading is going to be divided up into 2 parts. First part of the reading, Pisces, is going to be a general reading on love for June. Second part of the reading, Pisces, is going to be your 12-sign zodiac affinity, a breakdown, Pisces, between you and how the other signs regard you. I see somebody gave me a message that was flagged. Interesting. But alas, it is a mysterioso. Just as well. This cookie is so good, I swear. Right now I'm just full of cookie love. There's something else I wanted to say, but now I can't remember. The cookie took it all away. Oh, yes. Pisces, if you appreciate my time in doing this video, do give me a thumbs up. Give me a like and let me know if you're interested in me doing this reading for you next month. Pisces, these readings, the love readings in particular, thank you. They take me about an hour to an hour and a half to do. So when you times that times 12, all 12 signs, yeah, it starts piling up very quickly to a significant amount. So I definitely need a like. Hello, Monette. How are you? So I think with all that, that's all the forward I want to do before we get into your reading. Let's go and see Pisces. Let's get June love for Pisces. Let's see what's in your energy. Especially now that I am sweetened up with cookie love. It's the best way to do a love reading. All right. Pisces. What I have for you for June. I have Page of Cups. Is love coming? Yes, love is coming for you, Pisces. Someone who perhaps overthinks things, Pisces. Do they overthink things? I'm not entirely sure. They are so-called a deep thinker. Of course, Eight of Cups is Piscean energy, but all of this thinking, exploring, a very free spirit, Pisces, is coming your way. Wonder how that would be received by you, Pisces. If I didn't know better, I'd almost say that was Piscean energy, but it's not. It's who's coming towards you. So Page of Cups. Page of Cups. It's a Knight of Wands. A Six of Pentacles. I laugh because Six of Pentacles is such a pragmatic energy. I have a pragmatist coming your way, Pisces. You know, in this energy too, Pisces, it's like this person is wondering how much would they have to conform to a partnership? How much should they conform to a partnership? How much should they ask you to conform? This person sees, Pisces, relationships and meeting and joining, Pisces. Well, they see it as almost like asking you as well, what will you do to show your commitment? In this energy, Pisces, it's like both of you just can't be. This person feels like they're going to contribute or move in an unnatural manner for you. And they would ask you to do the same for them. There is a notion of sacrifice here, how much to sacrifice and for what gain. Which is curious that a free spirit would also have this in their energy, Pisces. It's very dry energy for a so-called free spirit. Pisces, let's go and check out Knight of Wands first. Knight of Wands is clarified by a Queen of Pentacles. The World. Person is looking for their ideal partner. Pisces, their idealized partner. This person definitely has, I don't want to call the word prototype. There's another word for prototype. An ideal in mind, a dream person in mind, someone who encompasses all the qualities that they hope for, all the qualities that also they wish to build in a relationship, Pisces. I will say also in this energy, Pisces, this person is quite capable. I'm not talking about capable in love or anything like that. I'm talking in general. This person is quite capable. This person is into looking at what's available, but this person has lots of brains, lots of stamina, lots of, should I call it padding? This person is not lazy. This person has accrued valuable things. They have accrued valuable things and they are prepared to share them as well. That's what's interesting about this Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, additional energy I have here. They've accrued something and now they're willing to share. This is somebody who is also looking to go and start that next phase, the next life phase. Maybe before Pisces, this person has been an eternal, maybe eternal is not the best word, but they've been a bachelor or a bachelorette. This person, it feels like too much energy. I wonder if they even, like, what kind of relationships have they had before? I don't think they've had anything significant or serious. They didn't allow themselves to have anything significant or serious because this person, it feels like, really just was heads down, Pisces, in accruing their skills, accruing their mindset, finding out who they are and building out something successful to and this is someone who now is ready to go and actually commit in a way that they didn't before, in a way too that they didn't allow themselves to explore, not even in a facsimile or anything like that, because they didn't want distractions. But this person is very accomplished. They're accomplished because their heads down. And really, in this energy, Pisces, it's like all they did was work. Maybe they had some, oh, I didn't mean to hold it back. It was a habit. Maybe they had some interactions with, people, Pisces, but they nothing that they could bring to themselves closer as, let's say, family, Pisces. It's that kind of energy. Six of Cups. I have Ace of Cups, King of Swords, Four of Swords, and Judgment, Ace of Swords. Gee, all those aces all lined up here, Pisces, with that Six of Cups energy. Pisces, this person is new. This person is new. Six of Cups energy. Could be a little bit of mutual energy here, but this person definitely, Pisces, felt like the type of connection that they're hoping to meet and hoping to realize. When will it happen? When will it happen? And also, too, with that King of Swords, will it meet the standards of what they've been looking for, what they've been purposely waiting for, what they've been hoping would come up? Also, too, in this energy with all these aces, I would also say under a Page of Cups, Pisces, this person wants more than just attraction. They want a vibration. They want magnetism. They want that chemical reaction. They want those soul ties, that magnetism when you're just next to someone. How for some people, maybe there's nothing. For other people, maybe there's a great big ooh. And then for other people, there is just that pull, instantaneous pull that could almost make you blind. That's interesting, Pisces. Six of Pentacles. So 6 of Pentacles. I have a 7 of Pentacles. Person is definitely wondering or will wonder something about, they have a little skewed energy, maybe Pisces too, because they've kept themselves unattached or detached from forming anything of significance with someone. This is someone who is kept by themselves primarily. They could have a little bit of romanticized or even gothic type of ideas about love and relationships. This person, I guess I could say, is also too, under Page of Cups, Pisces, a little naive about love. Not that it makes anything bad. I mean, really, there are people who have been in tons of relationships, right, Pisces, and they still could be very naive about love, because each relationship, each person, each situation is still different in their own ways. Maybe outcomes and patterns could have a repeating theme, but there still is no right way and no wrong way to go about something. There's no formula. Even if you try and make something into a formula. So I'm just saying as well that although this is naive energy, person is primarily new to the idea of commitment and love. Doesn't necessarily mean that there are experts in it. But the energy that I have here under 6 of Pentacles, well, maybe this is a little caveat. This person does think that there are things that you give up, and also things that they would perhaps ask you to give up in a relationship. How free can they be? In what ways? In what ways will they have to go and sacrifice that freedom to go and start something significant? Definitely this person has almost like an anticipation, but at the same time, very paranoid. What will be asked for? What will they have to sacrifice? Those energies are here, Pisces. Anyway, you have a little bit of a complex person, somebody who's very accomplished in one area of life, and someone who is now wanting to go and build out the heart of their life. We'll go on to the 12 zodiac sign breakdown. That's good that you're good, Monette. I am doing well too. I am finally better. Much better. I was sick for about a month, all of May. Unfortunately, I was really sick. But now I have antibodies, so I'm happy about that. All right, let's do the 12 zodiac sign breakdown. So for the second part, one moment. Oh yeah, that was just a temporary placement. The person that I was filling in for, if I didn't mention it, he was taking a leave because he basically had a doctor's note saying that he was being driven crazy by the job. So he had a short-term medical leave for panic attacks because of the workplace stress. And then, as I said, that was like what I got subbed into doing. You know, I stayed there as long as the placement was for, and I'm still looking around for some other stuff. In fact, I just had another interview earlier today for a small job, but this person I've been talking to since November, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway. Let me go and change the subject because I'm thinking about another job that I've been talking to since March. So many of these people I've been talking to for months. Talk, 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 go silent. Talk, 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 go silent. I don't even bother putting much thought or effort into it. I just let it all unfold at this point. I'm just trusting in the ether to send me what I need when I need it. Anyway, let's go into the 12 zodiac sign breakdown. So this part is the heart chakra affinity of your sign with another sign. But this is their energy towards you, not you towards them. If you're curious about how your collective's energy would be towards a sign, I recommend you cross-watch as they come out. I do think this is my 4th or 5th video on love for the collective. And also, too, if you want to go and think about this as a color, Pisces, think about it in the pink energy. The pink aura energy, the energy of affection, of care. So let's see. Let's see who will start off with, Pisces. Oh, one more thing. I'm like a little sleepy today. This could be, in fact, I'm going to eat this little cookie too before I start. But this could be someone who you know. You may or may not be talking to them, Pisces. If you're not talking to them, they're on your mind. This could be someone who you've seen, Pisces. This could be someone who you have yet to meet. It could be a romantic interest, Pisces. It could also be just purely platonic. But I'm going to go and eat this cookie. I'll be right back. Because there's nothing like cookies. And I really like those biscotti cookies. They're tasty. They're great in tea. With tea. Anyway, so let's go and see the first sign we'll start off with. Let's see, who will we start off with? Start off with air, Pisces. We'll start with Aquarius. Of course, Pisces, a lot of Aquarius have Piscean energy. I'm not going to read that Ace of Wands, and the Sun is part of that, even though they fell out. If they want to come out, they will. No worries. So, Pisces, if you're thinking of an Aquarius, if an Aquarius is on your mind, if you meet an Aquarius for Pisces. Pisces is sweet on, Aquarius is sweet on you. And then we have that Knight of Wands on you, Pisces. 9 of Cups is Piscean energy. Pisces, if you are well, an Aquarius towards you, thinking of an Aquarius, dealing with an Aquarius, meet an Aquarius. You and that Aquarius should get along really, really well. You should be also on each other's wavelength. I would also say on this energy too, Pisces, the things that excites you or what you're interested in doing, maybe the type of, well, just the same wavelength, what you like to do, where you want to go, maybe even how you think. There could be quite a very strong synergy between you and that Pisces, excuse me, you and that Aquarius in that regard. But Aquarius's energy with you, Pisces, that Aquarius will really like being around you, will really feel comfortable being themselves around you. And it's a good foundation in which you can build. And if you know an Aquarius, that Aquarius definitely wants to go and see where the relationship between you two could go. I would also say, Pisces, if you're dealing with that Aquarius, I wonder who has a greater affection for one another, Pisces, who has a greater hopes for the future, Pisces, because if you are already dealing with an Aquarius, I think that Aquarius could look up to you, Pisces, more than you would look up to them, or they could see a brighter future with you. Not saying that you wouldn't future with them, but I just feel like they're more magnified in admiration, and also too being with you just brings out the best in them. Your energy charges them up more. So keep that in mind if you're dealing with an Aquarius. Pisces, if you're dealing with a Gemini. Gemini for Pisces. 10 of Cups is Pisces energy. Oh, Knight of Wands. I have 9 of Cups again. Strong Piscean energy here. You're dealing with, ooh, I was remembering that first part of the reading that I did for you, Pisces, both with all that air and free thinking and so forth that I did at the very initial beginning. All that is very relevant with both the Aquarius and the Gemini energy here. That first part of that reading, and the very first part of that reading. This energy is just more clarification on it. I'm going to say too, not only is your energy really, really good, all green signs with Gemini as well. I'm going to say that Gemini, that you inspire Gemini. You inspire Gemini. Gemini is probably going to want to start doing really constructive, long-term, big range type of things with you. You and Gemini together could make some big movements, accomplish some really significant things. Also, too, become quite a powerful team. Interesting, Aquarius. Interesting Pisces. Aquarius and Gemini both have very interesting energies for you. And very in tune with that general first part reading on love. I'd also wonder too, in this energy, Pisces, anybody with significant air, regardless of their sun sign, if they have significant air in their chart. Their signature sign is an air sign, or if they have air in their Gemini, air in their house of communication, air in their Venus, significant air. Anyway, something to keep in mind, I would. Especially since both Aquarius and Gemini are Really feeling good for you. Now, Libra. Libra for Pisces. Seven of Pentacles. If you're dealing with a Libra, Libra is going to try and impress you. Libra will try and impress you. I wonder if Libra can impress you. I would say a King of Pentacles with a Seven of Pentacles is pretty impressive. But, oh, Pisces, it feels like if you're dealing with a Libra, Libra may try and impress you. A Libra may be quite impressive in their own way. But I wonder if the things that have impressed others, or the things that Libra is impressed by, I wonder if they're the same things that you would be impressed by. You know, in this energy, Pisces, it's almost like you're impressed by higher stuff. And that stuff may not necessarily be something that you can buy with money. Or even, no, I'm going to take it back, you can buy it with time. Time and imagination rather than time and resources. Pisces, I feel like if you're dealing with a Libra, Libra may be a bit too grounded, a bit too rigid. Libra's imagination, Libra's creativity, Libra's spark of inspiration, Libra's, I don't want to say the word craziness, but Libra's ability to go off into other directions. I think they're a little hampered by that. Something, as I said, about Libra, what Libra tries to impress you with is impressive, but I don't know if it's going to strike exactly what you feel you need, Pisces. Maybe Libra is a bit conservative compared to the energies and the synergies of Gemini and Aquarius. Let's check out another collective sign. Oh, we already did air. Do fire. So Pisces, is a Sagittarius on your mind? Will you meet a Sagittarius? Pisces, that Sagittarius towards you. I have the Fool. Fool's energy is strong for you, Pisces. I have Hermit. Oops, those are two. I have Queen of Swords. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, Pisces, it seems like both of you are not going in the same direction. Both of you, Pisces and Sagittarius, Pisces, both of you want the same thing. You're not quite going in the same direction to achieve it. You know what I think it is too, Pisces? Both of you have very clear, concise ways of how to go about the end result that's wanted by both of you. Same shared goal. And both of you, perhaps, Pisces, could be too strong or too dedicated to doing things your way. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, someone has to concede. Someone has to adopt the ways of another. I have here is a whole lot of independence and very strong thoughts, very strong opinions, very strong directions. And where's the cohesion? In this energy for Sagittarius, someone will have to modify or concede or step back or dial back what it is they want to do, how, where, why, things like that. There has to be a consensus on how you do things, how you get to that end goal together. If you're dealing with an Aries, for Pisces, I have 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, if you're dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with an Aries, there's a gap. Could be you with a 1 with a gap, could be them with a 1 of a gap. Someone, if you're dealing with an Aries, is more stable, more prepared, has more trappings than the other. Not to say the other one can't go and ramp up what they have, but definitely someone here is more magnified than the other. I'm also going to say in this energy too, if you're dealing with the Aries, Pisces, someone has more leisure time, more time to explore, more time to play than the other. Someone too is more comfortable in their current situation than the other. And unless there is a sharing of resources, Pisces, unless there's a sharing of resources, if you're dealing with that Aries, again, in this energy, you could be the one with the more resources. They could be the one with the more resources, the Aries. But unless there's a sharing of resources from the one that's sitting pretty, someone is definitely comfortable. Unless there's a sharing of resources, then I feel like the other won't really have time to explore the connection. There's just too many other things going on. If someone wants to keep the connection, someone's going to have to actually dole out something, or that connection goes under. Too many things will come up for the other person, too many life things, but literally it's about sharing resources. Someone has to pay the bill. Someone has to, but then also too, it's more than just even paying the bills, because someone literally has the bandwidth to engage in leisure and somebody doesn't have the bandwidth to engage in that much leisure or that kind of leisure. Something like that with Aries. Chi-chi, Kochi. He's like, I can scratch in my box. The thing about that box is I have 2 boxes and I glued them together and made like custom cubby boxes that are custom duplicates of their actual plastic cubbies. And then I also have just a regular box with 2 paper bags in it. And the most popular one, of course, is the paper bag. But they like to go and tear up my boxes I made, which I actually made that to be quite sturdy too. I put glue and wood glue. And they say, oh, we made it sturdy just enough for me to go and tear it all up. Anyway, let's see. We'll go on to the next sign. We did Aries. We did Sagittarius. We have Leo. A Leo for Pisces. Knight of Swords. Okay. So, Pisces, if you're dealing with a Leo, there's a couple of ways this energy can go. If somebody already came out of a breakup, out of a breakup, Pisces, either you or that Leo, meeting each other could be exactly what you have decided on, what you hoped on, what you perhaps were wondering could you get it? And you will. The other scenario I see here, Pisces, with a Leo, if you have not broken up with, if you have not come out of a breakup, and I'm not talking about a breakup with that Leo, I'm saying just in general. If this is not a new person, if this is someone who you've been dealing with, Pisces, well, Pisces, if you've been dealing with that Leo, there's probably been several things about that Leo in your interaction that you have reflected on and come to some conclusions, some hard conclusions about. 10 of Cups is Pisces energy. Could be in this energy that if you're dealing with a Leo, it's time to let that Leo's connection go and see what else is coming around, because something else is coming around. But that's if you're dealing with a Leo. If you're dealing with a Leo, basically new phase with the things you've realized. And if it's a new person, someone who you don't know, haven't met yet, a Leo, either you or that Leo has gone through something, and in going through something, they've realized what's really important. That Leo is ready to go and create a significant relationship, a significant new phase of their life. And that Leo is not willing, probably is very determined to make sure that there's just certain standards and criteria and needs that they must have. Hello, CMAC. So, we did Leo, we did Sagittarius, we did fire, right? Oh, only fire. That's as far as we got. Did we do water? I don't think so. So I believe we have 3 more signs yet to go. Should we do water, Pisces? If you're dealing with a fellow Pisces, a fellow water sign for Pisces. I want that card. I'm like, give me that card. I have 5 of Swords, Pisces. 5 of Swords. I have Temperance. Six of Pentacles and 5 of Swords. If you're dealing with a fellow Pisces, common ground. Also, too, I don't think you have to go and make things that difficult. Not much has to be said. Both of you intrinsically get each other, will get each other. You don't have to complicate things by words and actions. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that little crying kid. I have my window open. You hear everything with the window open. And then the weather's warm, getting warm, so all the little kids around the building are running about. Anyway, let's continue. Scorpio. Pisces, if you meet a Scorpio, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, that's Scorpio for Pisces. Ten of Wands. Was that Ace of Wands? That was. Shuffle that all back in. Six of Pentacles. Page of Wands. If you meet a Scorpio, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, Scorpio wants to go and make some changes for you. Scorpio will also ask you to make some changes for them, Pisces. Scorpio wants to make things work. Scorpio expects for things to work. It's going to take work and effort, and they're dedicated to the cause. Scorpio wants to move forward with you, wants to explore the connection with you, thinks it's worth a worthwhile investment being with you. And they will try to relay that to you, Pisces, but they will also, Pisces, want to go and see some kind of likewise belief in the potential of the relationship with you. Pisces, if you meet a Cancer, if you're dealing with a Cancer, let's see that Cancer towards you, Pisces. Cancer is attached. If it's a new connection, Pisces, Cancer will feel attached to you. Cancer will also want to be very, very close to you. Cancer will want to know. Cancer could be a little smothering. I'm going to say that too. Okay, if you are dealing with a Cancer, if you meet a Cancer, Cancer probably will suffocate you a little bit. Cancer says, why can't we be closer? There's so much to be done. Don't you feel this ever presence? We can be closer and closer and closer and do everything together. You can only look at me. Aren't we great together? Why are you looking elsewhere? I am here for you. Only come to me. Let's do everything like together. Cancer wants you not necessarily to be your whole world, Pisces, but Cancer is like an ever present presence. So, okay, so in other words, Pisces, if you with Cancer, you can be you can impress Cancer quite a lot. But know that if you impress Cancer quite a lot, Cancer will want to be with you a lot. And if you are not with Cancer a lot, Cancer could get, now Cancer could feel like, oh, you don't want the same things in the same manner at the same time I do. And that could hurt them. Gee, Cancer is, do I say moody or do I say fragile? Anyway, Cancer really likes you. Cancer in this energy will probably suffocate you. But do you like being like this, Pisces? Cancer will be solid for you, Pisces. Cancer will give up all their limbs for you, Pisces. You have more than just a soulmate with Cancer, Pisces. You have somebody who's like ready to become your third arm. That's what I got for Cancer. I'm not even going to say like with Cancer, you can manipulate Cancer, because once you get in Cancer's grasp, yeah, you're like Cancerified. Cancer will be like the gum on the sole of your shoe that you will never, ever, ever get off. Cancer will be like the tattoo. Maybe you step on a piece of gum, that could be Cancer, and then Cancer miraculously will travel and transmute itself and become a stunning tattoo that is all over your foot and maybe towards your upper calf as well. You'll wake up one day and you'll be like, oh, my whole foot is transformed. And Cancer will be like, yes, your whole foot is transformed. First the foot, then the leg, then the other leg. Cancer says, bit by bit, we will be one. Okay. But yeah, Cancer seriously has that kind of energy. Interesting, Pisces, interesting. You know what Cancer is like too? Pisces, I have a cat, which by the way, she's Taurus. She's not a Cancer. And when she gets insecure, she licks you every 2 seconds. Well, she licks me every 2 seconds. And you can't go to sleep because every moment you try and sleep, she's there licking your eyelashes, licking your nose, licking your mouth, licking your hands, licking your arm. She licks everything. And then over and over and over and over again. And then the little rough tongue on your eyelids or the rough tongue on your cheek, even the rough tongue, she likes to lick the inside of your arm, which I think she does that because she knows that this is more sensitive than the outside of your hand. I'm saying Cancer is like that. Be Cancer, 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 Cancer. Be like little raspy cat tongue, keeping you awake all night. Going, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Deal with me. Let's go on to the next sign. We did air and we did water. No, we did fire, right? Let's see, I did do air, I did do fire. We did water, now we have earth. Let's do earth. So for earth, for Pisces. Pisces, let's go and see you with Virgo. What is Virgo's energy towards you, Pisces? A Virgo you may know, a Virgo you may meet. Virgo, 10 of Pentacles is Virgo energy. For Pisces. You and Virgo think alike. You and Virgo also want the same outcome. You and Virgo, if you collaborate well, if your energies blend, nicely. Could be quite good, but also too in this energy, if you and Virgo, I think in this energy, you'll either click right away or you won't with Virgo. And if you don't click right away with Virgo, or if there's any sort of friction, that friction's going to be over power plays and struggles. Somebody's trying to get the upper hand. Somebody needs to get the upper hand. In this energy with Virgo, you'll either click right away or you won't. And you can tell, because somebody's going to keep on trying to, if they don't accept you as you are and celebrate in just the way you think and operate, but if they try and control and box in and nip away and slice away, it's either one or the other. But these are, you with Virgo, both you and Virgo operate on really similar ways. I feel like both of you are very intelligent people. Both of you are very capable people. And if there either is going to be respect there or there isn't. And you'll know right away if it isn't, because I feel like you wouldn't be able to be around each other. If you're dealing with a Taurus, Pisces, want this card. A Taurus for Pisces. I read my King of my King of Cups as Pisces. I said Taurus, right? If you're dealing with a Taurus, there's something about the connection that's new for that Taurus. There's something new for that Taurus, and that Taurus is operating, or feels like with you they can operate in ways that they've only dreamed about, but never really had the courage, Pisces, to do that on their own 2 feet. Something about you, Pisces, will inspire this Taurus to act or explore things in a different way that they couldn't do or wouldn't have thought of by themselves. But with you, they feel like they can. If anything, Pisces, your energy here is like a catalyst to Taurus, showing them the different possibilities of what could be with their life and giving them some strength to explore it. That's the primary energy I'm getting here. That could be with you, that could just be purely a catalyst type of energy that you provide to Taurus. Something to think about. And I think Capricorn is the remaining sign, right? And look, we finished right on an hour. So Capricorn for Pisces. What's a Capricorn for Pisces that Pisces might know, Pisces might meet? My cards feel like today to me, like each one is 2. They feel heavier. King of Cups, again, I do read as Pisces. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, Pisces, are the two of you very different people? Very different people. However, someone, perhaps both of you, Pisces, really wants to make this work. They really want to make this work. I do think both of you operate from different avenues, though. Not that that's a bad thing or not, just that you are different. You see things differently. Could there be miscommunication? I don't know exactly what that tower could be. Someone could be also too in this energy, Pisces. Someone could be a lot warmer. Someone could have larger expectations for the relationship than the other. But a whole lot of willingness to go and establish that common ground. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the energy is good. The energy needs to be built. And someone here is very willing to do that. So therefore, you must have clear communication and patience. Those are the readings for June. Pisces, if you do appreciate my time in doing this video, let me know. Give me a like. That lets me know the interest for next month. As I said, 12 readings with a minimum of 12 hours. Sometimes it goes on a bit more. It adds up. Sometimes it's 12 hours. Sometimes it's 18 hours when it's all said and done. Until the next time, Pisces, wishing everybody the most beautiful day. Bye-bye.